Thank you. Good morning, everybody. Very happy to be here. Well, I guess you've all been to a football match, enjoying the atmosphere of the stadium, but at one point you were discussing with your friend and you missed the action or even the goal. What a frustration. Well, the good news is that, with VOGO Sport, this frustration is over. VOGO Sport is a live and replay video solution that is revolutionizing the experience of the spectators in the stadium. What does it do? It actually combines the atmosphere of the stadium with the comfort of a live and replay service. So what do? We give access to the spectators in the stadium on their smartphone to the TV camera feeds so that everybody can enjoy several angles of view on the match. And on each of the angle, he can, whenever he wants, come backwards to replay an action in normal speed or in slow motion. He can also zoom, pause. So every spectator gets closer to the action and becomes actually actor of what he's watching in the stadium. To illustrate that, just a quick extract of a match, France against Italy, just before the World Cup. And you're going to see France just hit a goal. And here we see a spectator in the grandstand with a tablet with VOGO Sport solution. And he's actually will come backwards on the action to review the goal in slow motion. So you see here, players are going back in the middle of the pitch. And on the tablet, I've come backwards, I activate slow motion. And I can review in details the goal. And if I want to do it 50 times, I can do it 50 times. And I can do it from the different angles of view of the camera around the pitch. So I'm getting closer to the action. So at that point, you're going to tell me, this doesn't work. Because very often in stadium, there are connectivity problems. Sometimes you can't even send an SMS. So don't ever think about watching a video. Well, what we have done is that we have developed a technology that we have patented that is broadcasting the camera feeds through Wi-Fi network with a multicast technology. So we push all these feeds to everybody's smartphone once, and then everything will happen in your smartphone. So that makes the technology independent on the number of people and working smoothly and with great fluidity, whatever the number of people using it in the stadium. So what do we provide in VOGO Sport solution? Of course, the live feeds from the match. That's why you are there in the stadium. But we can also enrich the spectators' experience with additional content, like, for example, live statistics, highlights, interviews. Of course, we can associate sponsors and brands to the service. We can integrate their logo in the app. We can dedicate a feed to the sponsor with, like, brand content. And the brand can position itself as offering this innovative service to the fans. So where do we stand today? So VOGO Sport has been created in 2013. We have today over 60 major clients worldwide, and we have covered more than 700 events. Our clients are event organizers, clubs, federations, leagues, also sport venues, and in particular in football, we're working with the French Federation, with the French League, several clubs in Italy, in Canada, not yet in Germany, so we would be happy to start after this SPOBIS to work in Germany as well. What is our ambition? Actually, the market is huge. There are every year more than 1,000 major sports events worldwide and more than 600 championships, which represent more than 500 million euro markets. So our ambition is to achieve 10 million turnover in 2020 and around 50 million in 2023. So how are we going to do that? Actually, last November, we achieved the IPO of the company. We raised 13.5 million euro. And how are we going to use that? Two main growth levers. The first one is to expand our technology gap in terms of development. And the second one is to ramp up the global commercial development of the company. We have already activities all over Europe, in the US, in Asia, but not yet in Germany. And so we would be very happy after this fair to start working with clubs, with maybe Dutch Football League, and find a distributor also in Germany. So thank you very much for attention.
Thank you very much, Barbara. So, not yet in Germany. Für die Deutschen hier, noch nicht in Deutschland. Barbara, okay. So, go ahead.
Barbara, thank you. I imagine that some of the clubs are offering this as a VIP experience to their spectators. So can you explain a little bit the business models? Not that I imagine you are B2B, but what the clubs are implementing, VOGO, to their spectators, fans?
Yes, well, basically you can offer the service all over the stadium, but you can also segment your stadium and say this is a service that I dedicate only to VIP. So you offer the service, for example, only in the lounges. And what we do now also is that we set up in the lounges large touch screen where you can have the feeds from VOGO. And you can actually tag actions so that, for example, after the match, you can organize animation with like an ex-player or journalist commenting and redoing the match for the VIP guests.
When it comes to rights issues, are there any? Because, I mean, it's a live game and potential rights owners are maybe not liking that there is...
Yeah, that's an excellent question. That's usually the first question I get. Well, what we do, our technology, as we broadcast through Wi-Fi network, we really stay in stadium. So the feeds are only available for the people who have paid a ticket and who are inside the venue. And so we're not competing with the broadcasters, because broadcasters are serving the people at home or outside the stadium. And whenever a spectator leaves the stadium, he loses all the feeds. So we're really in-stadium experience.
Thank you.
So, Barbara,
okay,
tell me again, who do you want to meet here at SPOBIS?
Well, German football clubs or other sports club, Dutch Football League, broadcasters. We're working with broadcasters in France as well who integrate that in their own app. So that's also a market opportunity.
Okay, they're here. They'll find you. Thank you.